Welcome back. Your man Jovonn The Don, and this is Music Notes right here, wherever I am. I am where I am. Music Notes, where I told you that I'll be sending to you messages through Q&A. You send me some questions, I'll give you some answers if I can. If I can't, I'll get my friends involved to help you out and to help you get closer to your goal into either music or music business, entertainment, whatever it is. So this week I've got a few questions I want to address from some really good people out there in email land. So here it is, man. Episode 2. Stay tuned, man. You know, Jovonn The Don. I'm not gonna let you down, man. Music Notes. We back, baby. So before we begin, let me make sure you guys understand the reason why I have my headphones still in my head is because I'm gonna be doing some music right after I get finished with this vlog. So you know me, I'm a workaholic. Look at my eyes, man. Look at my eyes. Do I look crazy to you? You know. This portion of the show is sponsored by a carafe of water. This is water. I'm trying not to drink anymore. I'm trying to get myself healthy. So let's get to these questions. Okay, so the first question, Alicia, I don't know where she's from, but she's asked, what's the criteria? Freestyles, bars, industry beats, or a custom beat? I got heat, just don't want to waste your time. And that was done by Alicia. So, okay. So for all you guys trying to find out what I look for, when I open up my email, I get 1,000 times 4 in the email, right? So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for heat. Now, I'm sure you guys are like, all right, man, my stuff is fire. So why is my stuff on the radio? Okay, so let me explain to you how I look for something. And maybe down the line, I'll try and figure out how to play it so you can understand how it goes. So I go into my email and I go down the list. I just keep going down the songs. So I'll hear the song, I'll pull it up, I'll preview the record. The intro comes on. If I like the beat, okay, cool, I'm staying with it. If it's up-tempo enough, or if it feels like it's a dope beat, if it can rock to a mix, then I'm in. I'm listening. Is it an original beat? Is it freestyle? I try to stay away from freestyles if it's not really like dope. I definitely try to stay away from freestyles. So if you're trying to send me a freestyle and if it's not really, if you're not killing it better than the original, trust me, I'm not gonna try and play it. But if it's a dope beat, I try to give it a chance. Okay, so let's see, the beat is rocking, whatever. I got the beat on. Now I go and I listen to if the chorus is actually really catchy or not. Can the chorus be recited? Do people, you know, do they feel like they have made something that's like, you know, recitable? Can you rock this in the club? Can you rock this on radio? Is it catchy? That's what I'm looking for. A catchy thing. 8 bars. That's all you gotta do is 8 bars. Is it hot? You got that? Pretty much you've made it to the final round. Then I listen to the verse. I'm like, all right, is the verse clean? That's the first thing I listen to. Is the record clean? Because I'm not cleaning your record if it's not a smash out the box, and I'm not cleaning your record. So those are the 3 things I look for: really dope beats, catchy hook, and if the record's clean. So if it can be added to my mix, if you pay attention to my shows on Sunday, that's what I'm looking for, Alicia. You know, what's the criteria? Freestyles, I'm looking for freestyles if they're hot and they're over some really dope beats, but the freestyle has to be really, really up to another level. I'm looking for some really good bar work. If your bar work is dope, good. Industry beats, not so much. I would rather you do an original, because this is an unsigned artist show, so we're trying to get you to the next level on your platform. And that's pretty much it. So shout out to Alicia on that question. Let's move on. Okay, so here's an email from a guy named George Jetson, and he's asking me. He says, "What's up? I want to say first that I greatly appreciate the opportunity you give for the up-and-coming artists on your show. I'm an indie New York artist and producer. My question for you is, what do you look for in an artist before you play their music?" So I kind of answered that already with Alicia. I've been trying to get my music played on your show for 2 years. When I finally got your attention through Twitter, you told me to try again next week. The next week I came and my song didn't play. As more weeks went past, I tried to get in contact with you to see if you would give me a shot. I wasn't sure if you probably didn't like the song or if you forgot about me. I'll send you some of my music so you can check me out. Hit me back when you get this. Peace. This is George Jetson. So, George, how you doing? It's good to see you. Good to kind of talk and interact with you. So here's the thing. If I don't respond to you, it's not because I'm not trying to respond to you. It's because I probably haven't gotten back to you, or I have so many things going on that I haven't gotten back to you. But let me be honest with you. Chances are, if I haven't played your record yet, it's because I probably won't play your record yet if it's been that long. But that's not always the case. So, because I get so much music and I get so many different things all the time, I might not have gotten to that record yet. So the best thing for you to do is not only just one, send that record every week. Send it to me every week. Just keep doing it. Keep sending it to me. And if it's that hot, trust me, it'll be on the radio. If it's not, send 2 or 3 records for me to choose from. The best advice I could give you from a DJ standpoint is, if you as an artist send me a record, and it's a record that I don't feel I can put into my mix, or I feel like I can work into the show, I would look for an alternative. So what you could do for me to make my job easier for you, send me 2 or 3 options. Sometimes that record that you sent me isn't going to work for my playlist for that week, but maybe the other record you sent me might work. So here's your advice, George. Send me 2 to 3 records. Let me listen to them. They might get added. No guarantees, but it's a possibility. And I hope that answers your question. So I'm sorry I didn't get back to you right away, but you know, there it is, man. NewNY. Let's get to the next question, man. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. There's got to be another one here. Yes, okay. All right, here's the next one. Let's see. This email is from, this is Exo Guillotine from the 845. Shout out to the 845. That's my hometown right there. Shout out to the whole Yaktown, Spring Valley, Rockland County. You know what it is. He says, this is Exo Guillotine. I know him. I watched your video, and my question to you is, do you need to be around or have featured tracks by dudes in the industry to make it if the executives and the A&Rs never heard your name or have no connections to any names in the game? So this is from Exo Guillotine from the 845. You already know what it is. Honestly, going back to the previous question about when you're submitting music, I think the one thing that DJs look for when they're going through their emails of music, because they get so much music, I think the one thing that they look for is recognizable names. So here's 2 things you could do. Now, I normally don't recommend this, but if you do have a feature, you will put your verse on first, and then you will put the feature verse on second. This way you guarantee that your verse is heard. Not saying that your verse is ever going to be whack, but it guarantees that you get played, excuse me, if the record is hot. So I don't know, I think I'm getting sick, but anyway, so is it good to get features when you're on the up and coming? Yeah, it's a good, I think you should balance it out. I think you should have a good balance of the 2. You should have 50-50. I think 50% of it, you definitely need to use that to your advantage by networking and using that as a networking tool. Always have a camera on so that you're videotaping and you're going viral with those type of things, and making sure that you're taking and you're maxing out the opportunity that you're standing next to a person that is credible enough to be on that feature. And also, when you're sending your email out, you can utilize their name to get you closer to what you're doing. So yes, it is good to have features like that when you're on the up and coming, but you don't necessarily need them all the time. So I think a balance between the 2 would fit your world a lot better. And I hope that I answered the question so it could help you out or anybody else out there, right? I'm Jovonn The Don. This is Music Notes. I don't know what was going on. I think I'm getting sick, or the water went down the wrong way. But I'll be back next week, or I'll try and get back again to some more information. If you're looking for me, make sure you hit me up on newny105@gmail.com. That's NEWNY105@gmail.com right there. Keyword or subject matter, music notes. All right, I'll try and answer as many questions as I can. Make sure you keep it right here on this blog, man. And like I promise you, if there's something I can't answer, I'm going to find somebody that can answer it for you. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is what it is. I'll see y'all next week. If there's any other questions you have, make sure you're hitting that NewNY105@gmail.com. Keyword or subject matter, music notes. All right, I'll be back next week. This is Jovonn The Don. I'm signing off. Peace.